Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and today I'm going to be trying out Adventures with Anxiety. It looked to be an interesting choose-your-own-adventure kind of game, and I wanted to give it a shot. Hello there. I wasn't quite expecting that. But let's just get into it. Welcome. This is less of a game and more of an interactive story. I hope you like reading, sucka. Well, joke's on you, I do enjoy reading. Before we start, how would you like to read? What? And advance on click. Great. Note you can always change options at the cogwheel icon below. Also, game autosaves at each chapter. Let's begin our story. This is a human. Yes. Yes, it is. And this is the human's anxiety. You are the anxiety! Oh, good. I get to mess with someone else for a change. Oh, good. My wolf's back. Fantastic. Your job is to protect your human from danger. In fact, that sandwich is putting them in danger right now. Quick, warn them. Human, listen, we're in danger. The danger is... Let your anxiety come out to play. Pick what's most similar to what your fear tells you. We're eating alone. We're not productive while eating. White bread is bad for us. I kind of respect the mentality of all of these things. Except that I vastly prefer eating lunch alone, so that doesn't faze me. Honestly, of all of the ones, like, this one bothers me the most. We're not productive while we're eating. Not productive while eating. What about your laptop and do some work right now? I'd rather not get crumbs in my keyboard. If we're not contributing to the body of society, then we're a society parasite. It's not exactly how I view it, but I get it. Society body will go to the society doctor for medication to kill the society parasites, then we'll die. You used fear of being a bad person. It's super effective. See, human, I am your loyal guard wolf. Trust your gut. Your feelings are always valid. Get your human's energy bar to 0. To protect their physical, social, and moral needs, you can use fear of being harmed, fear of being unloved, and fear of being a bad person. Pro tip, play the choices that personally hit your deepest, darkest fears. You know what? Maybe it's time to check my phone. Protect your human. From the world, from other people, from themselves. Good luck. What? Facebook feed says there's a party happening this weekend. Doesn't that weirdo to throw a party every weekend? What inner void are they trying to fill? They must be deeply messed up inside. I got an invite? Well then. Say yes, will die from loneliness. Say no. It's full of poisonous drugs. Ignore it. We just make parties sad. First off, I love the music. Honestly, I am not a party guy, I'll be honest. Not that I'm against social gatherings, but for small, intimate gatherings, not huge gatherings. Those are exhausting. But I also don't drink or smoke or do any of that kind of stuff, and you shouldn't either, by the way. So what does I ignore it? We just make parties sad. We just make parties sad. All we ever do at parties is worry about how we should be productive instead. Gee, I wonder why. So if we go, we'll make them feel bad, but if we reject their invite, we'll also make them feel bad. All we do is make you feel bad, so we should feel bad. If it'll make you shut up, fine. I'll ignore the invite. And if Facebook's too much, I need something calmer, less anxiety-producing. Let's do it on Twitter. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh no, look at the horrible news story. Oh no, is this tweet secretly about us? Say a gif of a... You know what? Let's... See, the thing is, I actually filter my Twitter feed really aggressively, and if you ever wonder, like, who gets blocked on the Snek Twitter feed, if you talk politics or things like that, you get instant banned, and I really don't care, because I'm not dealing with that in my feed. And I don't care if I agree with you or if I don't agree with you. The point is, it's supposed to be a fun place for indie games, and video game and nerd news in general. So if it's anything like that, it immediately gets blocked. So if you've ever wondered, it's like, hey, why did Snek block me? Well, you talked politics and it showed up in my feed. Sorry, sucks to suck. A gif of a cat drinking milk. Hey, yeah, that's cute. Just retweeted it. Cats can't digest milk and we're terrible people for enjoying animal. I mean, that actually varies. I've heard some breeds of cat handle it better than others, and the worst it can do is give them some runny poops. Okay, can I try Snapchat? I don't even use that. I don't even know how that works. Photos from yesterday night. So that's what those weekly parties are like. That looks really fun. Maybe I shouldn't have ignored the invite. Keep ignoring. We're still party goobers. Actually say yes. Actually say no. That's... I don't know how to feel about this. I'm not a party guy. Keep ignoring it. It's kind of rude to keep ignoring them, though, now. Well, other people always ignore us, so... Unloved! Let's just call it even. New Tinder notification. Oh, that's a terrible idea. That hookup app? It's not a hookup app, it's just what I mean new people. It's a hookup app. We got a match, they look cute. Please don't ruin this for... Danger, danger, danger! Your match is a serial kill. Given some of the dates I've had, that's not outside the realm of possibility. Like, okay, here's the thing. I don't want this to sound sad, but I've kind of given up trying in that respect. That's for personal reasons. And a general desire to want to work on myself, which is not actually an option here. I once did have a friend try to hook me up with someone who was a legit felon because she had gone after an ex with a knife. That was fun. Thankfully that didn't go anywhere, so don't worry guys, I'm safe and I don't have any scars to show for it. Honestly, these are not my anxieties when it comes to attempting to date. Like, I get how these thoughts could cross one's mind, but, like, it's not my biggest concern. Honestly, it's more like when you're a huge nerd, how do I put this? I'm a huge nerd in a place where sports are king, and I'm not into sports, and like I said, these are just not things that I would normally actually consider myself with. So I'm gonna take the funny option instead. So, like, your match is a serial killer. They'll bludgeon you with the Pomodoro timer and say you should have been more productive, you parasite! Harm. So sick of this game. We're a society parasite, they're a serial killer, cats can't digest milk, I just want to live my life. I just want to be free from all this pain. Hey, human, it'll be okay. So your little guard wolf will always keep an eye out for danger and do my best to keep you safe. I promise. Last app, Instagram, what you got? Yeah, I actually heard an interesting thing on this, where, like, a reason a lot of people are suffering anxiety now is basically, in the past, all of our threats would have been much more immediate, like being chased by, like, a saber-toothed tiger or something. Now the dread that we suffer is so much slower by comparison, and the body is still kind of geared toward those instant fight-or-flight reactions. And instead, we have everything that moves at a much slower, much slower pace than the body is used to. And it's just trying to use its survival instincts to get by. But in this modern era, where things are very different now, like, unless you're in a war zone, your body just doesn't even know how to handle it. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I think it's an interesting theory. Some more party pictures. Everyone looks so free from worry, free from anxiety. God, why can't I be like them? Why can't I just be normal? Yeah, you know, here's the thing. When it comes to anxiety, everybody has anxiety. It manifests in different ways and in different reasons behind it. But generally, especially social media, and this is like one of those things where I'm like, delete your social media accounts because it's not worth it. People pretend to have it together because we're expected to have it together. You put on your mask, you go to work, you go to school, you do your thing. But like it or lump it, most people have issues. Most people have anxiety. Some people have severe anxiety. So it's like comparing yourself to other people is not only unfair to you, it's unfair to them as well. Because you don't know what's on their mind. You don't know what they've been through. Like, maybe they're just pretending to have it together and they're one bad day away from a complete meltdown. Like, so judging yourself in that capacity is very unfair to all parties involved. Don't do that. You deserve to not have to do that to yourself all the time. Speaking of parties, about this weekend's invite, here's my final decision. We should go, we should not go. They're really, really, like, excited about this party concept, and apparently you do not have the... I guess technically not going is the same as ignoring it. No, maybe I should change my mind. Maybe I should think better on this, because, you know, I've been to parties before. It's not like I've never, ever done them. Just, it may not be my jam, but every once in a while, maybe that's a good idea. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. We should... Screw you. What? I'm going to say yes to that part. That's what I was about to say! Not because you want me to, because I want to. You're not in control of me. Now, excuse me while I eat this delicious sandwich in peace. We're gonna die. Everyone hates us. We're horrible people. Yeah. As someone who's been through some pretty stressful situations, I kind of get all three of these. But if I had to pick one that like bothers me a lot more than the others, we're horrible people. Congratulations! You successfully protected your human physical, social, and moral needs. Look how grateful they... Yeah, I can see gratitude written all over that face. Now they're energy is 0, you can directly control their actions. Pick your ending move. Finish them. Flight, punish your stressful phone. Fight, punish your stressful phone. Flight, curl up into a ball and cry. When I freak out, it's actually quite pitiable. I do not really have a fight reaction. I am the most conflict-avoidant Snek in all of Snekberg. I don't break things. I'm very much against that. Now, curling up into a ball and crying. Now that I can do. The whole world is filled with danger. Do like the armadillo. Curl up into a ball for self-defense. Curl up and cry, curl up and cry, curl up and cry. I shouldn't laugh, but that animation just kills me. You win! Was that the first chapter, or was that... Fears this round, fear being harmed only 1, being unloved 1, being a bad person 4. Game is autosaved, it's okay to quit and continue later. Now, I wasn't expecting a sound. Like I was saying, the meme industrial complex exploits cats. Yeah, that cursed meme industrial complex. Hi. Elaborate on this thesis. Nice party. Well, I saw someone retweet a gif of this cat drinking milk yesterday. Oh crap, that's us. The cat that does that crap, who would retweet animal abuse like that? I know, right? The scream. Round 2, fight. They hate us for oogling the redhead. Let's talk about the meaning of life. I like how he's tweaking out while I'm still trying to decide. Like, the thing is, I do have some social anxiety. Like, I know that's maybe a weird thing for someone who's trying to be a YouTuber to say, but, like, I do. I have mild social anxiety, and social situations can come off as a bit tense for me, and generally my threshold for them is low. And I enjoy them for a short time, and then I'm like, okay, it's time to go home and recharge in solitude for like 3 days. Now, would I think they hate us? No. I would actually be much more concerned that they find my weird, dry sense of humor off-putting. I saw a meme once where it's like, people think I'm awkward because I talk, and then people think I'm awkward because I don't talk, and that's kind of where I am on that one. You oohing the redhead, like, what's wrong with flirting with someone at a party? Isn't that like half the point? No, let's talk about the meaning of life. Because my stupid crossword brain does stuff like this all the time. At the end of it all, what can we possibly do that really matters? Contribute to humanity. All the great works decay the way of Ozymandias. Love, death will always do it part. Actually, I disagree with that second one. Well, all the great works will eventually decay. There's a Latin phrase that I remember the translated iteration of, which is, those whom virtue unite, death will never separate. It's a common wedding vow in several cultures. And honestly, I think the love that we share is actually transcendent in that respect. Now, the great works, like, that's the thing. Everyone is about 2 generations away from being completely forgotten by everyone, but, like, is that such a bad thing? Like, does that really matter? The way I see it, if you're doing the best you can in the moment, with everything that you have within your arm's reach, you're doing everything you can. It's like, who cares if they remember you 100 years from now? That's completely immaterial. You'll be gone and beyond that. At least that's my understanding of how it works. I'm gonna stop preaching and get on with the game. How much death there is, we will die, our loved ones will die. I mean, that is true. Heck, the second law of thermodynamics means even our universe will die! Yeah, everything that's had a beginning will eventually have an end. Oh, death makes us appreciate life. That's like saying slavery is good because it makes us appreciate freedom. Oh, you need to make your own meaning. That's what cultists and conspiracy theorists do. I get that this is exaggerated, but like I also kind of get the mindset behind it, and that does make it funny to me. So it's like, I guess he's kind of addressing some of the stuff I just got done saying. It's like, the thing is, the meaning of life is what you make of it. At least that's always been my takeaway. Like, you literally only have impact on the things that are within your arm's length in this exact moment. If that's what you have, that's what you have. And maybe that's small, and maybe that's a lot. But that's how life is. You literally cannot influence anything past that. So, it's like that flowchart. Can you control it? Yes, then don't worry about it. Can you control it? No, then don't worry about it. Life has no meaning, death has no meaning, even meaning has no meaning. What is a mortal soul supposed to... Can you hear me, human? Gasp. I must warn you about more of the same danger, a different moral danger. You're ignoring danger that's dangerous. It's a different moral danger. People are dying in famines and genocides right now, and we're just partying. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, do you have any control over those things? No, of course you don't. Like, there's a very, very small number of people who can impact these aspects of life right now. So it's like, see, this is the thing that kind of annoys me about social media. It's another reason you shouldn't use social media, because social media is just awful. It's a slow-acting poison. You see these people who, like, dedicate entire Twitter blogs or Tumblr blogs, like, oh my god, guys, we have to save the whales. How much power do you have to save the whales? Or are you really just, like, putting it out there, like, look at what a good person I am because I want to save the whales? Or like, just fanning your own existential dread because you want to save the whales, but all you can do is a token effort on the internet and a blog no one's going to read. Get off social media. Social media is a toxin. A wise person once said, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good folks to do nothing. Yeah, but that's also really reductive in the face of how much power do you actually have to change the world around you, which is what I was just doing. We're doing nothing! By partying, we're helping Hitler! Oh my god! That's funny. Oh, thank goodness, human. I think you can hear me again. I shall warn you about more of the same, a different... Did you check that punch? So we covered existentialism, and then we covered... like, what do you even call that? Like, I guess it's an aspect of existentialism. Just worrying about things that are completely beyond your ability to impact. How about a different moral danger? A different moral danger? What if we're just fundamentally rotten? Others have an inner drive to do goodness, but we only do good out of guilt or shame, if at all. I've heard that argument before, and I don't know, I think there's some truth behind it, but I also think it's very reductive, too. Like, you want to do things, good and nice and kind things, for people that you care about. And I do think there are people who can act out of a pure sense of altruism. Like, being good feels good to do. So, I don't think that it's exclusively a guilt or a shame thing. What if it's in our nature to hurt others? What if we can't be anything other than a burden to those close to us? Okay, that's actually the thing that I worry about, so that's interesting. That said, like, I believe that the base nature condition is that of selfishness and evil. And it's those who are trained and well prepared to work against their own base nature that overcome those limitations. But I totally get this one. This is like the first thing that you said in this chapter that I'm like, ah crap, this one hits hard. This one hits really close to home. We're broken, so broken, so broken. Ooh, wow. Yeah, human, I'm so happy you can hear me again. Why are you ignoring me? You are an absolute moron. You know that Native American story? There are two wolves inside you, one is hope, one is despair. Which wolf wins? The one you feed. I was trying to starve you! Screw it, I'll do positive affirmations instead. I am loved, I am good, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am special. Golly, that's narcissistic. We're disproven. Don't credit random stories. Golly, that's so narcissistic. You need to humbly see your own flaws in order to grow as a person. You can't spray air freshener over a moldy room. Covering up your flaws makes you worse in the long run. Thankfully, I, as your loyal guard wolf, can alert you to your flaws. And right now, it's everything. Everything is wrong. I was not expecting to see those expletives run together into one word. You know what? You're irrational. Everyone knows emotions are irrational, especially fear. What was it? I read a really good Green Lantern story recently, and Hal Jordan says something like, Kilowog told me that fear is an acronym. It's false evidence appearing as real. And I don't know, I really like that. You're a useless evolutionary leftover like my appendix or wisdom teeth. This whole wolf metaphor is stupid. You're just a bunch of neurochemicals in my head. So why should I listen to a worthless, irrational, non-existent piece of crap like you? That's really... I'm a feeling feelings are valid, human. We're both just human. I don't believe that for that last one at all. Jeez, human, that's really hurtful. I'm part of you, you know? When you say that, you're hurting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself, human? Stop hitting yourself! I wasn't really taking that in the harm capacity, but okay. Hate this, it hurts so much, I hate this. Can't appease you, I can't ignore you, I can't fight you. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get rid of... Well, maybe you're not supposed to get rid of me. How do you think I feel, human? I'm trying my best to be your guard dog, but you keep seeing me as some big bad wolf. So I try even harder to alert you to danger. More danger, different danger. But no matter how hard I try to protect you, you still think I'm your enemy. What am I doing wrong? I know I suck at my job, but I'm trying, human. I'm trying. You didn't have to heed my warnings or agree with me or even like me. All I want for you is to be patient with me. I just want you to sit with me for a while instead of turning away. Hey. You're caught in a fight with yourself, kid. Was it that obvious? You're mumbling at your hoodie about Hitler or something? Oh god, I'm such a mess. You're not alone, friend. Anxiety is super common. Heck, just yesterday I heard someone curled into an armadillo ball and cried in public. Listen, I know what it's like to have an animal in your head. We all do. That's why I throw these parties every weekend, to forget our worries, forget that animal. But my anxiety... Don't worry, kid, I used to be like you. But then I found a little trick to get that negative voice to shut up forever. Oh, that's a bad answer. My own specialty blend is a bit stronger than, well, anything legal, really. Bottoms up. Oh my god, this is a bad coping mechanism. Don't take drinks from... This is a bad coping mechanism. What an exquisite palate. full body flavor of shut your mind up. The subtle aftertaste of never feel anything ever again. This is bad, human. This is really, really bad. Could have drugged that. I do those myself. This is actually how addiction starts. Delicious and cheaper than therapy. Human, please stop. Yee. What are you gonna do about it? I'm so sorry, human. I'm gonna have to use my special attack. Ah, the 3 fears again. In this case, I think this would be my go-to. What's this crap? You're gonna yap more stupid words at me to... I made her... bad person. What was that? Sorry, I needed to show you the consequences. I could hear the crunching of ribs. I could taste the blood in the air. I'm sorry, human. Punch the host? I would never physically assault someone, so let's get out of here. I knew all these party girls were deeply messed up. They're all dulled their pain with horrible things. They're tricking you into doing the same thing. They're corrupting you. We need to get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. That's quite a face. You alright, kid? Sorry, I have to run. The animal won today, huh? No, notice I gotta run a marathon. Gotta go fast. Probably next weekend, cutie, I'll mix it up something even stronger for you. Thanks, gotta run, 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 run. Maybe kid will show the beast who's boss. Human, are you okay? Gosh, I was close. We really could have. I'm coming back to the party next weekend. Next time you fight, I'm not just going to defeat you. I'm going to kill you. You, win? I kinda look like possum reviews right now. Being harmed, being unloved, being a bad person. Yeah, I guess that is my deepest social anxiety, isn't it? Cheers. Ah, that hits the spot. You know, kid, specifically the spots hit are my left and right amygdala. You know, myself when I was younger, back when I was surrounded by the animal in my head. It's so great if I can pay it forward and help you kill the beast the way I killed mine. Hey, quick question. Truth or dare? Ah, good. Oh, you see that baby blue swimming pool down here? Yeah, 6 floors down. Jump in. Wait, what? The animal started whining, hasn't it? Oh no, it's dangerous. Don't do it. That's exactly why we need death-defying thrills. Party hard, carpe diem, snort coke off a hooker's butt, hashtag YOLO. That is all terrible advice in this context. Show the animal we don't care about its whining. Jump in. Sometimes fear has a point. I'm sorry, did you fall for that McMindfulness propaganda that claims feeling bad is good? The ones who run the world give us the rest of us anxiety and depression. And make TED Talks tell us to accept being screwed over and embrace our that sadistic demon in our heads. Kid, I know that you know that animals hurts people like us. It tortures people like us. It's not our friend, it's a rabid beast, which either needs to be tranquilized or have a bullet put in its skull. Otherwise, you're going to let it win. No, you're wrong. I'm not going to let it win. Yeah, I can believe in you, babe. Kill it. No, 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 no. Chapter 2, possible endings. 1 is very, very bad. No, 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 no. Choose wisely. Protect your human. Ah! Good luck. Human, you could actually die here. You know, I might have believed you if you hadn't tried that a zillion times before. You're the wolf who cried wolf. This could actually legit. You tried that too, human, please. I'm sorry, Big Pharma doesn't approve of my self-medication. Look, we all have a way of shutting you up. Some people throw themselves into work. Some people throw themselves into sex, drugs, and refreshing their Facebook feed. Some people throw themselves into other people. I'm gonna throw myself into that swimming pool. Okay, I admit it. I messed up. Wow, is that the biggest understatement of the century? Yeah, you rotting pile of blood-coated crap, you messed up. Any other remarks, Captain Obvious? I've hurt you. I was obsessed with making sure nothing else hurt you, that I didn't realize I was creating the hurt. It really took you that long to finally figure it out. You guys had so much trouble, you big fluffy idiot. Why didn't you realize this sooner? I'm sorry I didn't respect you. I was supposed to be your loyal guard dog, but I acted as if you were supposed to obey me. There's a difference between a protector and a prison warden, and I crossed the line. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, this was a dumb idea anyway. I only did this to mess you up, and well, I messed you up. Let's just call this round the tie, okay? Okay. Okay. Tie. Come on, after all the animal's done to you, you're just giving up? What's the matter with you, kid? Are you scared? Yes, I'm scared. And that's okay. It's okay to be scared. Well, at least I stopped the worst case scenario. Yes, lock the door. A little bit of lake tears. Nice. Very nice. Alright, we're back where we started. Sigh. So what was the moral of the story? What did we even learn? I was being stupid, my friends were using me, and we almost frickin' died. Not to mention the liver damage. That was the worst case scenario. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, that was the worst case scenario. And yet, we survived. Despite everything, we're still here. You seem pretty calm considering we just had a near-death experience. Well, it makes everything a lot less scary in comparison. It also got me thinking. If me fighting you sucks because it doesn't protect you, but me fighting you also sucks because it just makes you yell louder, then maybe we don't have to fight. That's very cute. I'm not a big bad wolf, but I'm not a guard dog wolf either. I'm a battered shelter dog. We've been through rough stuff, maybe trauma or neglect. That's why sometimes I overreact and go yap, yap, yap. But I don't want to be a cowardly dog. I want to protect you. I want to be a good dog. You know, you help tame this wolf? I'll try. Okay, healthy relationships with emotions, relationships need communication, so let's communicate. The next 5 minutes are going to be sounds super cheesy, but let's fake it till we make it. Dear inner wolf, how are you feeling? Total fears used. Harmed 2, unloved 1, bad person 9. What do you want to talk about first? I guess we should save the worst for last, so we'll start with unloved. I'm scared to be alone. I want to make sure you feel that deep human need to belong. But I worry that if anyone ever knew us, they'd realize we'd scare them all away. Not enough of me choosing what to say next. What do you want to say, human? I agree. I think people like us. Let's find out. Thank you. I agree. Let's work on our social life. We can practice skills like asking questions, listening, empathizing, being open and vulnerable. Or make better social habits like scheduling time with friends or regularly going to meetups. Actually, that's something that the Pajama Bros and I have been doing. We've actually been trying to make it a point to get as many of us together as we can every Saturday in order to record the podcast episodes that you guys see will go live on Wednesdays. So far so good. It's not a bad idea. If you reasonably can, I think you should. Like, the older you get, the more difficult it can come off as being, but it's important to make time for these things. You can also learn to get more comfortable with rejection, which is also just a good thing that everyone probably needs to do. Or learn to know that when people aren't rejecting us, they're just tired or resting B-face. It's a lot of options, but about learning social skills. And then will that make us easier? I don't know if that's manipulative. Learning social skills is one of those things that can take time. But I suppose there is the fear of failure and the fear that it would make us easier to manipulate. So let's talk about that. Won't that make us easier to manipulate? We'll become a welcome doormat saying please and thank you as people wipe their feet on us. We'll kiss so much butt it looks like we're wearing brown lipstick. That's disgusting. Nah, you're right. Social skills can't be just about pleasing others. It's also got to be about setting boundaries. We can't invite others into our home if we have no walls to hold up our home. Also, read that lipstick middle image. Ew. Anyway, anything else you want to chat about? I'm scared that we'll be harmed. I'll touch your need for physical safety. The The whole world seems so dangerous and so full of tragedy and evil. Again, back to you, human. What do you think? Let's protect ourselves exposed to more danger. I mean, there's exposure therapy and then there's recklessness. Let's protect ourselves. How? I have fangs and claws, but I'm just a metaphor. We could learn self-defense, join a community that protects each other, improve our general health and personal boundaries. Maybe, but where do we start with that work? What if you go overboard? Where do we start? There's so much to do, so much we need to fix about ourselves. Where do we even begin with? We're beginning right now. Eh? We're practicing good communication right now to help us detect danger better with fewer false positives, and that will help protect us from harm. Therefore, this is self-defense training. Huh, I was expecting more of this. Anything else on your heavy heart? I'm scared we're bad people. I want to defend your moral needs that drive to become a better person, but it just feels like deep down we're so fundamentally broken. And don't tell me that we're not messed up. We almost jumped off a roof. More thoughts, human? Let's fix us. Let's fix us. We can slowly build better habits, get our life more in line with what we value. If we needed, we could get professional help, therapist or counselor. There's ways to fix us. We can't afford it. Doc, I'm anxious that I'm paying $100 an hour just to hear you ask, how does that make you feel? And how does that make you feel? Nah, that's a totally reasonable worry. It generally sucks that mental health care isn't affordable for lots of folks. Still, there are some cheaper free options. Support groups, online therapy, student nonprofit health centers. Building habits like meditation, sleeping well, chatting regularly with friends, learning new things. Going to a library to borrow workbooks for evidence-based psychotherapies. There's a full list of resources at the end of this game. Well, that fourth wall didn't last long. Some things are more important than narrative conventions, and it's mental health. Okay, I think we've talked about all our fears now. Yep, there are only 3 fears. Exactly 3. Convenient. This isn't some game, you know. Building a healthy relationship with your emotions isn't as simple as clicking buttons on a screen. Can we really get along? Can we work together as a team? Well, excuse me. Would you mind if I sat with you for lunch? This is your crush? We interrupted their peace and quiet. We're such a burden. I mean, it's okay if not. I just... Didn't I see you at the party? Yeah, of course. Yeah! Come here. Man, human, they seem uncomfortable. No pressure, of course. Just saying, you can sit here if you want to. We always make others feel awkward. We're a stain upon the earth. Run, 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 run. Huh, that was weird. I wonder what's going on in their head. Anyway, you were saying? I forgot. Something about teams and work. They say you should make peace with your emotions, as if your emotions are war criminals. But I want us to be more than mere peace. I want us to be allies. I want to be a good guard dog, just like how hunger and thirst are alarms for physical needs. I want to be the alarm for your psychological needs, your need for safety, belonging, and goodness. But I suck at my job, so I need you to train me. I'm not always valid, nor always irrational. I'm just trying my best, so please, help me help you. But teaching old dog new tricks will take a while, maybe years. Sometimes I'll relapse, I'll slip into old habits. I'll bark at shadows, I'll scare you with words. I might even show you some intrusive images of things. I'm sorry, I'm a battered elder dog. Battered dogs poop on your bed sometimes. But you're patient with me and just stay and sit with me. Maybe you can tame this wolf. Good dog. Aww. Ah, you're still not productive while eating. We're society parasites. Ah! That was very, very cute. And they're pigeon. Pong and BB. I like the cat. The cat's funny. Bram. Well, that was Adventures with Anxiety. I had seen a couple screenshots of it, so I had a general idea what the through line would be, but, like, you are not alone. Worldwide, 1 in 27 humans have an anxiety disorder, but of those, many do heal. They find help, share help, and build a healthy relationship with their fear. You can too. Stay determined, keep on. Alright, so that's actually the ending now. So, that was really interesting, and it took a very humorous tack with the general through line. And honestly, I thought it was really interesting. I thought it had a good pacing and a good thrust for a good metaphor. I actually like that metaphor. That you have some kind of beast inside of you, and it can cause it causes that inner monologue to have a way to personify the conversation happening. The conversation happening between the person and the anxiety, as personified by the wolf in this case. And yeah, it's one of those things that everyone has to some greater or lesser extent, and the way they work through it is not going to be an easy task. And there's lots of resources online, and you guys obviously can play the game for yourself and tell me what your results look like. I'm going to leave the link in the description, like always. And I've touched on this topic a couple times, and I guess it's one of those things that's a little bit of a tender spot for me. Uh, never, never let permanent solutions be your answer for temporary problems. Okay? And there's always something. There's more resources out there than you realize, and it's all just an internet search away. So, this has been the Hipster Snek, and this was Adventures with Anxiety. Check it out whenever you get the chance, and I'll see you guys in the next one.